Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. 联合早报 reports that the U.S. President Trump established Peace Committee's chief special envoy for Gaza. Mladinov issued a stark warning to the UN Security Council on Thursday, May 21. He stated that the current fragmented situation in the Gaza Strip risks becoming permanent unless a comprehensive ceasefire is successfully implemented. This would force over 2 million people to inhabit less than half of Gaza's total land area. The envoy highlighted that the ambitious peace plan, aiming to end the 2-year conflict and rebuild the war-torn region, remains stalled due to Hamas's refusal to disarm and Israel's continued military presence across 60% of the enclave. The long-term division would leave Gaza dependent on humanitarian aid, impede any meaningful reconstruction, and ultimately fail to secure Israel's safety or offer a viable path for a Palestinian state. A bonus agreement recently reached between Samsung Electronics, labor, and management on Wednesday, May 20, is now facing a significant hurdle. According to Thai Sounds, shareholder rights groups on Friday, May 22, reiterated that the incentive bonus plan must be approved by a general shareholders meeting. Otherwise, it would be illegal. The Korea Shareholder Action Headquarters held a press conference outside South Korea's Supreme Court, stressing that the decision on special performance bonuses for Samsung employees rests with shareholders. They cited a Supreme Court precedent stating that distributing operating profits is not a condition for labor management wage negotiations, but falls exclusively under the purview of a general shareholders meeting, according to commercial law. The group, emphasizing cooperation over conflict, stated that if labor and management could convince shareholders at a general meeting, the bonus plan would receive active support. They also threatened legal action, including an injunction, to halt the agreement's effect. The Samsung union had reportedly used TSMC's employee performance bonus scheme as leverage during negotiations, claiming that even Samsung's main competitor returns 10% of profits to employees. However, the article clarified that TSMC's bonus plan is flexibly determined by the board of directors based on various factors, not a fixed part of salary contracts. Confidential UK government documents, recently disclosed, revealed that the late Queen Elizabeth II personally championed her second son, Prince Andrew, for the role of trade envoy. This appointment, which saw Andrew serve as the UK's special representative for international trade and investment from 2001 to 2011, notably proceeded without any formal due diligence or security screening. Prince Andrew was arrested in February of the current year on suspicion of misconduct in public office, specifically accused of sharing confidential British trade documents with American financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. While he has consistently denied any improper conduct, Andrew has publicly expressed regret for his association with Epstein. These revelations, reported by Sing Tao, have ignited considerable controversy, prompting questions from opposition parties regarding the rationale behind bypassing standard vetting procedures for such a sensitive government role. European stocks opened higher on Friday, largely driven by investor focus on the ongoing US-Iran war and a series of economic data releases. The Pan-European Stocks 600 index rose almost 0.5% in early trading, putting it on track for its fourth consecutive day of gains and a weekly increase of 2.25%. London's FTSE 100 was up 0.3%. Germany's DAX added 0.7%, and France's CAC 40 gained around 0.5%. Italy's FTSE MIB also saw a 0.5% increase. However, Spanish beauty conglomerate Puig experienced a sharp decline in shares, tumbling 13% after talks for a potential business combination with U.S. cosmetics giant Estée Lauder were terminated. Estée Lauder's shares, conversely, surged more than 10% in after-hours trading. Economic data from the UK showed a 1.3% drop in retail sales for April, with fuel sales falling over 10% as motorists conserved fuel due to price volatility from the Middle East war. Oil prices extended their rally into Friday, with Brent crude up 2.34% at $105 numher eine. The UK government also reported higher than expected borrowing of £24.3 billion in April. Investors await German consumer confidence and French business confidence reports later today. This report is from CNBC. Yahoo! News reports that New York's iconic pizza and bagel shops are facing a significant challenge as a suspected carcinogen has been found in brominated flour, a fundamental ingredient. Salvatore Lo Duca, a Brooklyn pizza shop owner, recently discovered his thin crust pizza's flour contained potassium bromate, an additive banned in many parts of the world. A state bill to prohibit potassium bromate is awaiting Governor Kathy Hochul's signature, a move that could compel thousands of establishments to alter their long-standing recipes. This proposed ban has divided dough makers, with some concerned about its potential impact on the texture and widespread appeal of New York's signature baked goods, as an estimated 80% of shops rely on the additive to shorten proofing times and achieve a strong, chewy texture. Conversely, other stakeholders view the ban as overdue, noting its prohibition in regions like the European Union, China, India, Canada, and, starting next year, California. Experts suggest that the absence of this additive abroad might contribute to the perceived palatability of European baked goods. Many newer artisan pizza shops in New York already pride themselves on using bromine-free flour, while General Mills, a major flour supplier, now offers bromate-free alternatives at similar prices. Other substitutes can be more costly. Should the bill pass, businesses will be granted a 1-year grace period to transition, with additional time to exhaust existing stock, potentially leading to an overall enhancement in the quality of the city's sliced pizza. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.